Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Star Trek, something that I look forward to every week. Today, we're going to get into episode 21 of season 3 of the original series, and this episode is called The Cloudminders. Season 3 has been really entertaining. There have been some quite a few really strong episodes for me in this season. And I hope we have a few more in us before we're done. Let's find out. Now let's watch The Cloudminders. Enjoy, guys, and see you guys in the comments.
A botanical plague is devastating a planet. It threatens to destroy the vegetation on the entire planet. Top warp speed to the planet Ardana, where the only known source of Xenite exists. It is the one substance that can halt the plague.
The High Advisor of Ardana is ready to receive you on Stratus, sir.
Stratus? That's their Cloud City, isn't it, Mr. Smart?
Oh, Cloud City.
Do you have the coordinates to the mine entrance available?
They've already been provided to the transport officer, Captain.
Aura, tell the High Advisor that we're beaming directly down to the mine entrance in order to ensure the fastest possible delivery. Oh, and tell them that we appreciate the honor and that we look forward to some visit in the future.
Yada, yada, yada. Get all that out of the way. I love the Cloud City in Star Wars. Wonder what this one's gonna look like. Looks like the planet Vulcan.
Stratos, Captain.
Wow.
City actually floating in the sky.
It kind of looks like Cloud City a little bit, just more compact.
I hear its art forms are incomparable. Totally intellectual society. All forms of violence have been eliminated.
There's the mine entrance.
Nice sweeping camera movement there. I like that.
I don't understand that if those troglodyte miners were supposed to have made delivery.
It would seem the troglodytes have changed their minds about delivery.
Troglodytes? Nice shades. The Cloudminders. Not miners.
Who are you? What's the meaning of this attack?
Interference breeds attack.
We're here by permission of your government council on an emergency mission.
Whoa! The drop kick. I love it when he pulls that out. We should have gone to the Cloud City. Maybe not. Jeez. Oh my god! That guy just catapulted to him. This is the most rough and tumble fight sequence I've seen, I think. Wait, they said there's no violence on this planet.
Surrender or we'll fire!
Oh, what?
I'm Placis, High Advisor of the Planet Council. My regrets for the unpleasantness of your welcome to Ardana.
Was rather warm. Well, I'm more concerned with the Xenite consignment. Why wasn't it in its specified location?
All the other troglodytes are completely dominated by them. It's the disruptors who are responsible for their refusal to continue mining for Xenite.
For what purpose?
To force the Council to meet their demands.
Oh.
And find the Xenite consignment. Meanwhile, Captain,
Nice hats.
be our guest on Stratus.
Very well.
Ooh, look at this place. Wow.
The finest example of sustained anti-gravity elevation I've ever seen.
They're so up high. Oh, hello. I'm gonna like this episode.
Honored guests, my father, I came to extend greetings.
I think Kirk's gonna like it too.
My daughter Droxine, Captain James Kirk, and First Officer Spock.
I have never before met a Vulcan, sir.
Nor I a work of art, madam.
What? Oh.
This is our council gallery. It is open to all city dwellers for the viewing and contemplation of every... Disruptors again.
How dreadful. They're despoiling the whole city.
Her earrings too.
For what purpose?
They hope to force the council to accede to their demands.
What are the demands?
Yeah, what are their demands?
But nothing you need be concerned with.
I must concern myself with it if it should interfere with the delivery of Xenite to Merrick II.
I assure you, gentlemen, you will get what you came for.
I hope so.
But why do they destroy art forms? That is a loss to everyone.
Art means nothing to the disruptors.
Are they like those people who throw cans of soup at paintings?
I'm sorry they were so poorly treated on their first visit to our planet. The disruptors must be mad to attack two such charming strangers. Captain Kirk and his very attractive officer will feel that we're responsible for their injuries.
She's got a thing for Spock.
Apologies, Mr. Advisor, but this troglodyte was apprehended leaving the city.
Remove his shields.
Their eyes not accustomed to light.
My business is to repair.
Then you must have a repair permit. Where is it?
It was lost when your sentinels attacked me. I came to make repairs.
And you shall make them. By giving us the names of the disruptors.
I know nothing.
I would advise you to increase your knowledge.
That is not possible for a troglodyte. The Strato City dwellers have said it.
Whoa! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Fortunate.
I thought he was gonna attack her.
How unfortunate.
Unfortunate seems like an understatement.
This troubled planet is a place of the most violent contrasts. Here on Stratos, everything is incomparably beautiful and pleasant. The High Advisor's charming daughter, Droxine, particularly so. The life of the people on the surface of the planet. The young girl who led the attack against us was filled with the violence of desperation. If the lovely Droxine knew of the young miner's misery, I wonder how the knowledge would affect her.
I like the Spock's inner monologue going on here.
Mr. Spock.
Your movements awakened me.
My apologies.
Only Vulcan ears would find the noise discernible.
It seems that Vulcans are fascinatingly different. In many ways.
What's that?
I hear that intellectually, Vulcans are as highly evolved as Strato City dwellers.
We do pride ourselves on our logic.
Is she that troglodyte girl who was leading the... Or is she someone else? Can't really tell. They showed her face, but... Well, she has that same weapon as the other guy. It doesn't look particularly sharp, does it?
Release me!
So you can attack me again? That would be foolish.
Call the guards if you're afraid, Captain.
I'm not afraid. In fact, I find this rather enjoyable.
What?
You answer some questions, and I'll let you up.
I will answer.
I feel like he shouldn't have let her go until he asked his questions.
The 7-year cycle is biologically inherent in all Vulcans.
Oh, Vulcan biology. Here we go again.
Mating drive outweighs all other motivations.
Why are we talking about that right now? I'm liking that it's being brought up again, though.
And is there nothing that can disturb that cycle?
It's like, how do we get this show on the road here?
Extreme feminine beauty is always disturbing.
I did not come here to kill you, Captain.
Then why this?
To take you hostage.
Vana,
Droxine.
why have you come here?
To welcome our honored guests, as I was taught to do when I served in your father's household.
Yes, it seems the troglodytes are under the impression that the Enterprise is here to intimidate them.
Then it is the truth.
We're here to get that Xenite consignment, and that's it.
Lies will not keep the troglodytes in the caverns, and neither will your starship.
You talk like a disruptor, Van.
Well, she is one.
The Stratos is for advisors and studiers. What would troglodytes do here?
Live in the sunlight.
Your eyes are not accustomed to light, just as your minds are not accustomed to logic.
That was not very nice.
Unaccustomed to light and warmth. That's necessary to all humanoids. Surely you don't deny it to the troglodytes.
The troglodytes are workers, Captain.
In other words, they perform all the physical toil necessary to maintain Stratus, but they are not allowed to share its advantages.
The complete separation of toil and leisure has given Ardana this perfectly balanced social system.
Oh yeah, it's perfect for you.
The surface of the planet is almost unendurable. To restrict the segment of the population to such hardship is unthinkable in an evolved culture.
Oh.
Here in Stratos, we have completely eliminated violence.
So they've only eliminated violence where it's like just perfect to live there.
The names of the other disruptors.
There are no disruptors.
Very well, if you prefer the Rays.
Oh gosh.
Mr. Advisor.
These people are horrible. And she's just grown up thinking this is normal and perfectly fine.
The search for your Xenite consignment must be short.
Surely there are better methods than this.
Violence, in reality, is quite different from theory.
What else can they understand, Mr. Spock?
All the little things you and I understand, such as equality, kindness, justice.
They're a conglomerate of inferior species.
The only way you'll use that device again is on one of us.
An imposing display of primitive gallantry, gentlemen. Why are you so concerned with this disruptor's well-being?
Because
You won't get it through torture.
We will get it for you and in our own way.
I like how it's like Kirk against this guy and then Spock, maybe not against, but with the girl.
Mr. Scott, we're ready to beam up.
Aye, sir.
Oh, if looks could kill. Kirk says, just you wait.
Captain Kirk appears again.
Kill him.
Oh, well, so much for your nice, non-violent society.
Botanical plague is spreading rapidly. Delivery of the Xenite is imperative within 12 hours. If the Xenite is not delivered shortly, I shall have to violate Plastus' order of non-interference and win the confidence of the troglodyte leader with the use of reason.
It may not be easy, Jim. Medical analysis indicates the troglodytes are mentally inferior. Their intellect ratings are almost 20% below average.
But they're all the same species.
That's true, Spock. But obviously...
The living conditions?
Well, I had this Xenite sample sent up from the surface. In its raw state, it emits a odorless, invisible gas that retards the intellectual functioning of the mind and heightens the emotional.
Oh.
The troglodytes are constantly exposed to it.
The disruptors, Vana, they've outwitted a highly organized scientific culture for months.
It is likely that without such exposure, the effect slowly wears off.
They need gas masks while they work.
Can you neutralize the gas?
No, but a filter mask should remove the exposure.
This mask automatically eliminates all substance injurious to humanoid life.
How can a mere filter accomplish what centuries of evolution have failed to do?
There's no time to argue about the findings now. I simply propose to tell Vana all about it. I would like to offer them a supply of these filter masks.
I'm sorry, Captain. Such an offer could only cause more unrest among them.
Are you afraid the filter masks will work? Is that why you don't want the troglodytes to try them?
I think so.
I am here to get that Xenite. If these will help me get them, then I'll use them.
And I forbid it. Your Federation orders do not entitle you to defy local governments.
My diplomacy is somewhat inadequate. Beam me down to Vana's confinement quarters.
If you are apprehended, deliberately violating the High Advisor's orders, he will be within his rights to have you executed if he chooses. Allow me to point out that a first officer is more expendable than either a doctor or a captain.
That's an order, Spock. Stand by till I contact you.
I'm liking this so far.
Vana, I brought you a gift. This mask will prevent any further damage.
Gas from Xenite?
Yes.
It's hard to believe that something which is neither seen nor felt can do so much harm.
That's true. But an idea can't be seen or felt. And that's what's kept the troglodytes in the mines all these centuries.
Suppose Plastus does not agree?
As soon as the Xenite is delivered to Marek II, I'll come back. I'll request permission to mediate for the troglodytes. You must trust me. This filter mask is all that can save the troglodytes. Trust me, please.
Gotta take a leap of faith.
Very well, Captain. I will trust you. I cannot direct you. I must take you there. It's the Sentinel with my refreshment.
Hide the mask. Maybe he'll just stun him.
You'll need a transport pass to leave the city.
Can't he just have the ship teleport them, like, transport them to the ship and then transport them down to the mines? Wouldn't that be faster? Is there a reason they can't do that I'm not understanding? I wonder how they get from the city down and vice versa. Like, what's their mode of transportation? Do they have, like, transports and they just, like, beam up and down? Or what?
Mydro.
Lana,
Anka.
you have returned.
And I've brought with me a hostage. Seize him!
What?
Did you really think I would trust you, Captain?
Well, yeah.
I trusted you.
You thought you would trick me with your talk of your filter.
Then you are a fool. These
Filter
masks
doesn't
will
even
free you.
it doesn't even fit on his face right.
Holding me won't help you. My men will still come for that Zenite consignment.
You will be hard to locate.
They'll still come.
In the meantime, taste of our existence. Dig as the troglodytes do.
Without that mask, I haven't.
Now, a good question is, how long do you have to be exposed before some of the effects happen?
Captain Kirk beamed down to Stratos to attempt to win the confidence of the rebel troglodytes.
That didn't go too well.
You dig well, Captain. The unseen gas doesn't seem to be harming you.
It takes a while for its effects to be noticed.
Deposit this on the transport platform.
They do have transporters. Okay.
What of him? If we kill him, there will be no need to see.
I brought him here, and I will say what is to be done.
Is that what you disruptors are bargaining for? The right to kill everyone?
Mydro is a child.
The masks can change that. How long do you plan on keeping me here?
Until we have help in the mines. And our homes are in the clouds.
I want to try doing my eye makeup like hers and the other girls. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, here we are again. Oh, no one's gonna get in there now.
We're sealed in!
Completely. Enterprise, come in. Kirk to Enterprise. Enterprise, come in.
Uh-oh.
Kirk to Enterprise.
Spock here.
Oh, there we go.
Locate the High Advisor and beam him to these coordinates without advance communication. Repeat.
That sounds fun. Don't even tell him what's gonna happen?
For what purpose?
I'm preparing a demonstration on the effects of unbelieved gas.
So are they just gonna all sit down here until they start getting dumb?
I'd like to see the advisor's face.
Yeah.
Something's upsetting you, Droxine.
I was just standing here wondering whether or not he would return.
It will be delivered. If we have to kill every troglodyte below, it will be delivered.
Perhaps he does have a method.
He knows nothing. I forbid you ever to speak of Captain Kirk, even to think of.
I don't think that's who she's thinking of. Also, she didn't seem distressed about the idea of destroying all the troglodytes.
I'm picking up two life forms in the gallery. They are inseparably close to one another. We cannot transport one. Until the High Advisor is alone or can be isolated, the captain will have to wait.
Just send them both down.
It's the one with those exquisitely shaped ears.
Oh, she likes them ears.
He's the one I was thinking about.
Oh, he's no better than his friend.
The disruptor Vana has disappeared. Her guard was found half unconscious. He'd been attacked by Captain Kirk.
This is the kind of reason they use to persuade us.
They are desperate. Father, are we so sure of our methods that we never question what we do?
Oh. Spock planted some doubt in her. That's good.
Energize.
Aye, sir.
I was hoping Droxine would come too.
He's on his way to the captain. The advisor looked mighty angry.
I bet.
Captain will employ his usual diplomatic balm.
You will pay for this, I promise you. I've been here nearly an hour of your Earth time. I see no changes in any of us.
Perhaps you need closer exposure. Fill that container.
You will indeed pay for this.
Kirk's looking a little agitated.
You too. Dig!
Yep, it's affecting him.
It has been over an hour since your last communication.
Your orders are to stand by. Carry them out.
We have only 5 hours left. Very unlike the captain.
Can the Zenite be affecting him?
Yep.
I grow faint. The oxygen is going.
It will never take effect. Transport us out of here. I said dig.
Jeez.
I will take no more orders.
One more step and I'll kill you.
Captain, you were right. It's taking effect.
Are you as brave with Morte as you are with a phaser?
both will kill.
Kill? Now remember, Kirk, we're not trying to kill him. Oh, the communicator. Sorry.
Enterprise, help!
Spock here.
They'll kill each other. Help us! Enterprise!
Nice one.
The xenite gas has affected you. The xenite gas! Count you!
Made quick work of that guy.
Seems my little demonstration was quite a success.
Indeed. Are we gonna check if the girl's okay?
I don't like filters, or even masks. I like the word protector much better.
It is less technical.
The captain will have his xenite, just as I agreed.
Agreed. There's no such word in the Troglite vocabulary.
You're still on about that?
You could have had those filters for all the good it will do you.
They will be very effective, sir.
They will all be like her. Ungrateful, vindictive.
Our demands have just begun. Here is the xenite, Captain.
Finally.
Thank you, Bon.
Stratus is so pleasant. I think I'm afraid to leave it.
There is great beauty in the knowledge that lies below.
I shall go to the mines. I no longer wish to be limited to the clouds.
Perhaps some form of mediation can be helpful in your difficulties.
Yes, please. They're gonna need it.
You will not set foot here as long as I rule. You are guilty of abduction, Captain.
And you're guilty of attacking a starship, Commander, and plotting against his life.
Perhaps both incidents are best forgotten.
Yeah.
Yes, well, they never happened, Mr. Advisor. Spock, let's get that xenite delivered. I believe we only have 3 hours left.
2 hours, 59 minutes to be exact, Captain.
That's pretty much 3 hours, Spock. But thank you. Well, I wonder how they're all gonna get along now. I mean, the Troglites will have the masks now, but even if they... Oh, I'll say it in a second. Yeah, so even with the masks and the effects of the gas wearing off, I'm not really sure if I didn't catch his name, but the guy, the old guy. Oh, right here. Jeff Corey as Placis. A name that sounds kind of Roman to me. I saw no indication that he was willing to let them live on the city or have any, like, I don't know if this is going to change anything. Are the Troglites going to be able to have more rights? Are they going to be able to live up in the city? Or what? He just seemed like he was still just a jerk. So things are better, but I'm just wondering, like, how much? The episode kind of ended with a resolution that I didn't really care about. I felt like I was left a little bit unsatisfied because I would have liked to see or have like some kind of indication of what's going to happen going forward. And maybe I just missed it. I mean, Placis could just very well use his power to confiscate the masks so that the Troglites will continue to be at a lower position. They won't be a threat. I feel like there were a lot of things that I really enjoyed about this episode, but there were just some things that I didn't really understand the purpose of or what they were trying to accomplish, as well as the resolution not really working for me. Like getting the ore and delivering it to the planet that we're never even going to see is a lot less interesting than what's going on with the characters that we've been with this whole time. I did enjoy the development of Droxine and how she was just basically mirroring all her father's beliefs or what he was telling her, and I never got the impression that she was a hateful person, like just a bad person, but that she was just kind of raised to believe these things, and that's just how the world is, and she's never had any reason, anybody telling her that it could be wrong. or any reason to think that it could be wrong. And I appreciate that Spock was able to get her mind to kind of start questioning these things. So that part I did like. I really loved the outfits, the girls' makeup, their eye makeup. They were both very beautiful. I loved Droxine's dress, the color, this part. It took me a while to notice her eye makeup and her hair because I was a little bit distracted by the rest of her outfit. All the tummy that she was showing, it was very like low cut. I could never wear something like that. I loved the pleating that went all the way down, and the trail or like little cape like thing that was coming out the back as well. I was kind of surprised when McCoy just came out and was like, yeah, they're dumber. The guys on the ground, they're just a lot dumber and more violent than the people up top. But then there was a reason. And luckily it can be reversed, because it would be really devastating if not. I thought it was a little bit weird how when the three were down in the mine, the gas was affecting Kirk and Placis, but Vanna seemed to be not really affected by it in the same way. So that was a little bit weird. Not a big deal, but just a little bit weird. I also was a little bit confused. Maybe I just don't really have a good grasp on Spock or Vulcans, but I thought that they weren't really swayed by a pretty face. I mean, there was the Romulan commander, and who wouldn't be swayed by that face? But she also, I just felt like his connection with her was more than just like a physical attraction of how she looks, but more of like her character and her inner strength and things like that he was attracted to. So like him just being like, oh, she's like really beautiful specimen, and some of the things that he was saying, I was like, what? Like, when did this happen? When was this how it is with Vulcans and with Spock? But it did seem like once she started opening her mouth and saying some of those really awful things about the troglodytes and that kind of thing, that he kind of didn't seem like he was into her as much anymore, but he still was wanting to speak with her, appeal to her, try to make her understand, try to get her to think. Kind of a mentor to her. I did like that. And like I mentioned, we have Spock appealing to her, and then Kirk appealing to Placis. And so we had like those dynamics going on. So I really liked that kind of dual, like clashing of ideals of the two pairs. It's another episode in season 3 that started out really strong for me and then kind of didn't stick the landing at the end. But I really did love the whole premise and like the city in the clouds and the conflict that was happening. I was really into it. Some really minor tweaks to like the resolution, and I think this would be an episode that could have been like one of my top favorites, but I think it's just landing above average for me. Not quite like a top episode for me, but close. I did like it. And you can definitely draw some parallels in the real world with classism, with the unfortunate fact that some people are born in just a situation where it's really hard or impossible for them to rise up above their position. And then there are those who are just kind of born into privilege. And then people in those higher, more privileged positions enjoying the benefits that they are afforded due to other people's hard work and suffering. So anyways, I think that about wraps it up for me for now on this episode. Let me know what you think about this one. How do you like it? Thank you so much for watching and leaving your comments. I thoroughly enjoy reading them, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.